Traci Lewis here. One of the things I've struggled with my whole life is paper flow. And as you can see, I'm embarrassed to even let anybody see this, but you can come and see the big piles of filing that I have stacked up here. And my filing cabinets, as you can see, are a total and complete Greek tragedy. They're a total mess, and they don't make any sense, and they go backwards and forwards, and I can't ever find anything. And so I use that as an excuse to let the filing pile up until it's too high to even attend to. So anyway, I just found out about this really cool system called Freedom Filer, and today is the first day that I'm going to unbox it and take a look at it. So anyway, let's come take a look at Freedom Filer. Okay, so this is my Freedom Filer kit, and it comes in this nice little organized package, and it comes with all of these color-coded labels and this incredible manual to actually walk me through what to do. So as you can see, the labels are color-coded. So like, for example, the green ones, you're going to put anything that relates to money on those files. And then your light blue stuff is your tax files. And then your blue ones here, actually I think these are called purple ones, these are things that you're going to be archiving for years to go. This is actually a 10-year system. So at the end of 2015, when we've done our taxes, we pull all of the 2015 stuff out and then put it in this archive. So it's really cool. And then the red ones have to do with anything that you're going to keep permanently. So things like, for example, copies of my real estate licenses and real estate classes, your birth certificates, your wills, anything that's permanent. So if your house were about to flood, you would know all I really need to do is actually pull the red folders. It's really, really cool. And then the orange ones are things that have to do with, like insurance and any kind of pensions, benefits. So more like your long-term investment things that you're going to have. And then the pretty purple ones are actually stuff for hobbies and special things that you might do, travel, social clubs, things that you want to read down the line. And then again, we've got some blank labels too in all of the different colors. So the next step is going to be for us to study this nifty little manual that'll tell us how to put it all together. Okay, so this is the first step, and we're going to start with the money stuff. And the system is so incredibly simple. So, for example, we're in an even year right now. So I've got a January tab for the even years. And all that I do is just place it right here on these pretty basic labels, these little file folder things that are super cheap. And then put the little tab on there. And now, anytime I get a bill in the month of January of an even year, it's going to go in here. So you don't necessarily need to have separate file folders for everything that you get a bill for. For example, we get a bill, for our pool cleaning, and we get a bill for, our country club and all kinds of random things. You just put them all in the January, and then at the end of January, or whenever you're filling out your taxes, or you need to grab all that stuff, it's actually all together, and you don't have 4 million file folders for every little tiny thing that you get a bill for.
As always, my furry friend Shadow is here to help in every way, helping me with this process by being my own personal shredder.
Okay, so it's been about 2 hours since I started the little project, 2 hours and a couple of adult beverages later. That really helps. I would suggest to enjoy an adult beverage while you're doing this process. And this manual is incredibly easy to follow. So far, of course, my husband and I have several businesses, and we have a lot of moving parts. So far we've gone through about 150 file folders, and we're most of the way done. And as you can see, it's just beautifully elegant. So this is the stuff that is permanent, and you can see it's just super easy to set up. You just put the little stickers on and throw them in there. So it's a fun project. It takes a little more concentration than I probably thought it would, but I'm nearly done, so I'm really excited. We're about to head out for a fun night on the town, but I wanted to show you our progress. Okay, so we spent probably all told about 4.5, 5 hours to get everything nice and at least the files organized. Now, of course, that was the fun part because it was kind of like doing arts and crafts. It was just kind of playing with stickers all day. So tomorrow the real fun begins. Anyway, it's a fun process so far. Say goodbye, Taylor. Okay, so today's the day that we're going to start organizing everything into our brand new little Freedom Filer system. And what they recommend is that you start with your new stuff and not necessarily go back and sort through all of your old things that are already filed until time allows, if that ever actually happens. This is probably 2, 3, 4 months worth of filing that I've got piled up here. I put everything in alphabetical order and then also sorted it by year. So for example, clearly it's been a lot longer than I originally thought since I did the filing. So we're in 2016 now. All of my 2015 stuff I'm going to put in my 2015 tax box, and we can sort through that later in whatever we need to do. So I'm just going to focus now on 2016. So this is going 100 times faster than I thought that it would. So for example, I have my State Farm and this is my auto insurance. So I don't know if you can see here, but since this is considered something that is insurance, we go over here and we've got insurance, and we've got insurance for cars here. Insurance, rental vehicle, insurance vehicle. So I'm just going to drop it right in this folder right there. Super easy. And then this is Chase Bank. So we've got several different bank accounts, so I put them in alphabetical order. So I've got account bank and then a C there for Chase Bank. And then I've got an S here for Bank for Security Service, Federal Credit Union. So as you can see, it's moving along incredibly quickly. Look at this. We are completely set up. All of 2016 is filed, and best of all, from here on out, anytime something comes in, I can store it either right here in that particular month. So for example, when the bills come in for June, I can just slide them right in here, or I can put them in their permanent homes, whichever seems to make the most sense. So a fabulous system. I'm very excited to use it, and it certainly makes me feel a whole lot more organized and like I can actually find things. Best of all, no more clutter.